Yeah, so there's nothing really going on yet, I don't think. There would be no volume. Hey, John. Hey, Amanda. Hey, AC Duthart. Duthart.
All right, thank you for everybody for being here. It is afternoon now. Please turn your cell phones off. Um, so here's what we're going to do here today. We're going to have a statement by Chief Todd Garrison of Northport Police Department, followed by Gabby's father, Joe Petito. After Joe speaks, he's not going to take any questions. Chief Garrison will take a few questions, and we'll do the best we can on that. So, Chief Todd Garrison, thank you.
Thank you all for being here. My name is Todd Garrison. I am the Chief of Police of the City of Northport. Today we're here to talk about Gabby. Gabby was a resident of, or is a resident of Northport. And Northport is a close-knit community where what happens is felt by all. We are here today to provide an update to Gabby Petito, who was reported missing on September 11th, 2001. In June of 2021, Gabby and her fiance embarked on a cross-country trip with plans to travel across the West Coast and visit state national parks in the Western United States. They were traveling in Gabby's 2012 white Ford van and documented their journey on YouTube and social media. We have a picture of the white Ford van that they were traveling in. She maintained regular contact with her family members during her travels. However, that communication abruptly stopped around the end of August. Gabby is a vibrant 22-year-old with a love for life and adventure. She's a daughter, a sister, and a granddaughter. She was excited to share her cross-country trek with others on social media and with her family. Gabby's family and those in the community here and in New York who know and care for her are hoping for answers about her whereabouts. We have investigators working diligently around the clock, as well as with the FBI. The FBI is present here today to show their solidarity and commitment to this investigation, and we are grateful for all their resources. Due to the geographic scope of the investigation, it's important that we partner with our federal and local partners. At this time, I'm going to allow Joe, Gabby's dad, to come up and say a few words.
All right, what I need from everybody here is help, because the goal is still not met, and that goal is to bring Gabby home safe. All right, and I'm asking for help from everyone here. I'm asking for help everyone at home. I'm asking for help from the parents of Brian, and I'm asking for help of the family members and friends of the Laundrie family as well. You know, there is a tip line that you can call anonymously. Whatever you can do to make sure my daughter comes home, I'm asking for that help. There's nothing else that matters to me now. This This girl right here. This is what matters. That is it. Anything else, it comes second to this. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. Our focus is to finding Gabby. And we are pleading with people out there to give us information, point us in the direction that we need to be, and help us find Gabby. Gabby and her family deserve that. Right now, I'll go ahead and answer a few questions that I can. Go ahead.
Yesterday, you reached out on Twitter to Ronda's attorney. Have you heard from him yet?
I have not.
Is there any criminality suspected in the case, or is this just a missing person?
Right now, we are investigating a missing person case.
So no criminality suspected.
None at this time. Right now, it's a missing person case.
Chief, how frustrating is it knowing that the family lives just a short distance away from the police department here? I'm sure your officers have to drive by his house, and to know that he hasn't been any closer.
Well, we share the frustration with the world right now. So, you know, 2 people went on a trip, 1 person returned, and that person that returned isn't providing us any information.
Chief, can you bring Brian Laundrie in for hindering the investigation or for stealing Gabby's car?
Right now, no.
Have you guys learned anything from the van or from the phones at all?
Right now, we're still analyzing all that data, which takes time to forensically analyze all that.
Is the body cam video out of Moab? Is that offering any sort of?
Right now, no.
Have you guys learned anything from the van or from the phones at all?
Right now, we're still analyzing all that data, which takes time to forensically analyze all that.
Is the body cam video out of Moab? Is that offering any sort of insight into what potentially happened? Are you using that as part of your investigation?
We look at everything that's coming in. As far as that having to do anything with the disappearance, we don't know. I mean, yes, they had a disturbance. Yes, it was captured on body camera, their interaction with law enforcement. But beyond that, you know, I don't know what it has to do with the disappearance.
Do you guys know when exactly Brian left and headed for Florida? We know he came here on the 1st, but do you know when he left from the West Coast, and if there's any indication that Gabby was with him on that trip back?
Right now, we're analyzing that data, so we don't have that timeline narrowed down. There's a lot of information that we have to go through.
Do you know where Brian Laundrie is right now?
Yes.
Chief, has the family attorney said anything else to you?
The family attorney arranged to get us some property that we were looking for, and beyond that, no.
Nicole Schmidt said that she last spoke with her daughter on August 30th, or at least someone was purporting to be her daughter. Has any forensics been done on her phone? Has the phone records been requested? Have they been provided?
Everything is being forensically analyzed right now, and it takes time.
Including Nicole's phone?
No, we don't have Nicole's phone.
And have you requested it
Requested from who?
from her?
Oh, I'm sorry, from Nicole's phone. I'm sorry. I don't have the answer to that as far as that.
At this point in the investigation, is Wyoming still the last place that she can do?
Right now, it seems to be the area that we're looking at.
What would it take in your investigation to find Wyoming?
Right now, this is a missing person case, all right? And our focus is to find Gabby. My focus isn't to bring Brian in right now, it's to find Gabby. Brian is exercising his constitutional rights, and I have to respect that. But as of right now, the focus is finding Gabby.
Well, she's been missing for 2 weeks, and she's possibly being in danger. Why does he get the privilege to tell you no, that he's not coming in to speak to you?
Because the Constitution protects that.
Where are search teams working currently? And are they law enforcement-led search teams?
We have no physical search teams on the ground like doing grid search right now. We have resources and law enforcement partners that are out in the field following up tips and leads. But as far as a grid search right now, we're still trying to narrow down geographic areas.
And do we know the exact date and exact, like, confirmed location that she was?
We're still
Because there's
analyzing
been,
it.
like, some say Salt Lake City, some say the National Park.
You know, the information, there's a lot of information coming through. We have to analyze that information. We have to vet that information, and it takes time.
But is there any history of police interacting with Brian here in Northport, or any incident involving Brian and Gabby here in Northport before they went on this trip? They've been here a couple of years now.
No,
Was she on any kind of medication?
not that I know of.
And was Northport police aware of her mental health issues before the Mueller report came out?
I'm not aware of any of them.
Are you able to tell us what you found in the van? And then yesterday you said you were not
No, right now, the data, the stuff that we found in the van is being analyzed. I don't know if it has any evidentiary value to it or not. Obviously, this was a van used by the both of them, which personal belongings and stuff are in there. Whether or not it has anything to do with the case, we don't know.
I know you tweeted at the attorney. How frustrating is this for you personally?
I want to bring Gabby home, you know, so of course it's frustrating.
And he answered us, we asked him about your tweet and he said no comment, your response.
Where's Gabby? That's my response.
No, emotionally for you as a father, as a human being, talk about what this case is triggering for you.
This isn't about me. This is about Gabby, and that's where I want to keep the focus.
No, I know, but just looking at her face, talking with her family, how is this, is that, elicit any response from you to?
Well, it's driving us to keep working. I mean, long hours, long days. It gives us the momentum to keep going forward.
Have any of the social media platforms reached out to your agency as part of the investigation and offered up any of the metadata?
We have great cooperation with the social media platforms out there.
How difficult is it as you guys are here, she possibly went missing over there, geographically speaking, how difficult is that for the investigation?
We have partners federally and locally that we can reach out and touch. One of the reasons of asking the assistance of the FBI to come in is they have a long-reaching arm. So I'm confident with what we're doing here and the tips and the information that's being funneled out west. I'm confident that system is moving effectively.
Two more questions.
The Petito family said yesterday that what happened in Wyoming happened. It indicates that they know that something did occur in Wyoming and that there's information that we're not aware of or that's not being given to us and maybe being withheld from you. Do you know what happened in Wyoming? Do you know what they meant?
The fact of the matter is Gabby is missing. And I think that's what they're referring to.
Of course, but
Gabby's
this
missing.
is a huge investigation. You have internet press from all across the country here. And if there's something that's part of the story that's not being told, I think, the public has a duty to understand.
You're looking into something that's not there. I think what the family's position on it was she went missing. Last area was out in Wyoming. So she's not here. So where is she?
No, Utah police aren't ruling out, it's really tough to talk about, but they're not ruling out any connection to possible homicide that happened there as well. Have you guys looked into that? Is there anything you can tell us in relation to that?
We have communication going back and forth with Grand County Sheriff's Office. We provided them with whatever information we could. They don't have any suspect information right now, so you would have to refer that to them. But they told us that they're looking at everything at this point.
Kim, one last question.
It's still a missing person case at this point in time, but is there any evidence suggesting that a crime may have been committed between the two of them?
Right now, no. Right now, all we have is the missing person investigation on that.
Really simple question. You said you know where Brian is. Is he at his parents' house?
All I'm going to say is I know where Brian's at. All right. Thank you, guys.
Everyone. You can certainly follow up with us, me. You all seem to have my phone, so call and we'll answer any follow-up questions. Thank you.
Gosh, I feel like they didn't answer anything except for they know where Brian is and that it's not anything but a missing person investigation. But I feel like we need more. Who needs more? I have no idea. Ugh. What do you guys think? I think he's at his parents' house. And that's not trying to dox him because everybody knows where he lives right now, but I really do think he's just laying low and waiting at his parents' house while they mow the lawn and cover up for him. Whatever they're covering up, I don't know, but who hires a lawyer right away? So a lot of people are confused that when he lawyered up, they thought it may have been just when the police went to his home and tried to speak to him and his parents said, "Here's our attorney's card." But initially, Brian was pulled over in her car when they put out an APB on her vehicle because she was a missing person or her mom was looking for her. And when they pulled him over in the vehicle, they didn't seize the vehicle. I don't know why, but He lawyered up. He didn't answer anything. Why lawyer up so fast? So stupid. I mean, it's smart, but it's stupid. I mean, if you didn't do anything, why would you even have to lawyer up? If you left your girlfriend in Yosemite, why do you have to lawyer up for that? That's just so dumb. I'm so mad. I'm just so mad. Like, this guy's such an idiot. It really pisses me off. So I have some pictures of Gabby that I'm going to just throw in the background while I talk because, yeah, I have a rant. I'll turn that down. So I do know that they pulled him over when they first reported her missing. So it was probably around September 11th or September 12th. That's probably why they asked if he had any interaction with the police. I'm guessing. Actually, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, you see that? So he got home the first, yes. And he got home really fast. He wasn't supposed to get home that fast. And he was still driving her van around, even though that's her van. So HDoc, I think I'm gonna address that. I think I'm gonna pull that up. So this morning we got the body cam from that incident of them having their domestic dispute. Apparently somebody had seen them fighting over a phone. She jumped over him. I guess she had slapped him a few times, pushed him and her, pinned them against the van, and then he locked her out of the van and she tried to get in through a window. And somebody had called the cops on them. And I don't know if the cops were already looking for them, but in the same time, the police in the body cam footage, you can see them pulling them over for driving erratically. She said that she had distracted him, that when there was a cop behind him, that she hit him, and that's why they were, that's why they were driving erratically, and he hit the curb with the two tires. And then they had their little episode with the cops. The cops were very nice. They even took Brian to a hotel. They separated them for the night. But I think because there really was a domestic dispute going on, something further should have been done. And I don't want to victim blame Gabby because right now, with her being missing and him being, him lawyering up, allegedly, I believe this makes her a victim. And I'm not trying to victim blame her, but they were more so on her side, and she seemed like she probably needed a night to cool off in a drunk tank. Not saying she was drunk, but you can be put in a drunk tank when you're acting erratic. And she was not feeling good. They should have talked to her a little bit more and asked her, like, what's up? Are you okay? I think so. I think that there was a lot more there, and that they really tried to dumb down the situation, and they treated him with kid gloves. They actually treated them yeah, too nice. You guys want to watch the body cam again? I'm down. I'm pretty sure I was the first person to find it this morning, and I feel like I could watch it all day long.
What's going on up your side?
All right, I'm out of the screen right now. All right. There's going to be no sound for a little bit.
Driver is showing some obscure driving, possibly intoxicated. Currently doing 45 miles an hour. Zone through here is 25. Oh! Subject says to hit the curb. Correction, speed limit is 15. I'm about 3/4 of a mile into the arches just before the gate. You want to place your vehicle into park and go ahead and turn it off for me?
Yeah.
Park?
Oh, it isn't parked yet.
Okay, turn off your engine. Go ahead and set your keys on the dash for me, all right? What's your guys' names?
I'm Brian.
Gabby, Brian? Okay. What's going on? How come you're crying?
I'm just sorry, we've just been fighting this morning. Some personal issues.
It was a long day. We were camping yesterday and camping got stuff, supplies and stuff. I'm sorry I hit the bump there.
I was distracting him from driving. I'm sorry.
Can I get you to step out of the vehicle for me, man?
Yeah.
Just hang tight right there. Do you mind if I take your keys and just put them on your hood?
You got it, buddy. I'm so
Thank
sorry.
you. Oh, no, you're fine. I'm going to go ahead and close your door. Okay? Why don't you come over here? SO229. I have the female that was on the passenger seat separated from the male. Keys are on the hood. You want to tell me what's going on?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just some days I have really bad OCD, and I was just cleaning and straightening up back of the van before, and I was apologizing to him and saying, "I'm sorry that I'm so mean because sometimes I have OCD and sometimes I just get really frustrated." Not like mean towards him. I guess my vibe is like I am like in a bad mood. And I was just saying, I'm sorry if I'm in a bad mood. I've just been really stressed. I had so much work I was doing on my computer this morning.
What do you do for a living?
Well, I hate to forget an organic juice bar, but I just quit my job.
Okay.
I was a nutritionist. That's
Oh,
what that's
okay.
my
That's
job.
cool.
And I just quit my job to travel across the country, and I'm trying to start a blog.
Okay.
Have a lot of stuff. So I've been building my website. So I've just been really stressed and I believe that I could do any of it. So that's kind of been like I don't know. He's like been down there. I don't know. We've just been fighting all morning, and he wouldn't let me in the car before. And then
Why wouldn't you let you in the car? Because
told
of
me
your OCD?
told me I needed to calm down. Yeah, but I'm perfectly calm. I'm calm all the time, and he really stresses me out. And this is a rough morning.
Well, why don't we do this? Why don't I sit you down in the back seat of my car? You're not in any trouble, okay? I'm not going to be putting handcuffs on you. You obviously don't have any weapons. I'm going to get you into the air conditioning, let you take a breath, relax a little bit, and then I'll come back and talk to you in a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
All righty. Like I said, you're not in any trouble. So just go ahead and take a seat. What's that? Yeah, I just spoke to her. So, you want to do me a favor? Let's go ahead and get you to step out of the vehicle. All righty? Come on over here. You're not in any trouble right now. So, tell me what's going on.
She just gets worked up sometimes, and I try and really distance myself from her. So, like, I lock the car and I walk away from her. What happened this morning is that she's trying to start up like her own little website blog and everything. So I give her time. And we really had a nice morning, if anything, but she just got worked up because we were trying to get going and get our day going because we want to go like bars and stuff like that.
Okay. You want to tell me about those scratches on your face?
She had her cell phone in her hand. That's why I was pushing her away, because she wanted me. I locked the keys so I could walk away. I said, let's just take a breather and let's not go anywhere. Let's just calm down for a minute. She worked up, and then she had her phone trying to get the keys. So that way, I was just trying to. I know I shouldn't push, but I was just trying to push her away to go. Let's just take a minute, step back, and breathe. And she got me with her phone.
Can I see your hand? Oh, you got a mark right here.
Oh, that's from a wire.
That's from a wire?
Yeah.
You want to tell me about hitting that curb?
Hitting the curb was her grabbing the wheel.
She grabbed the wheel?
Yeah. She said, I can't believe we're getting pulled over. And then she grabbed the wheel.
What about the speed? Did she take over the pedal on you?
I was going fast. I'm sorry. No, it's probably just the moment of like, I'm still shaking now. The adrenaline, seeing the lights flashing up, and then her gripping the wheel. So if I sped up, I'm sorry about that. But if I was speeding beforehand, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, it took quite a bit to catch up to you. So,
yeah, I'm sorry about that. We're just going into the park again to get water because we have a 6-gallon water container to fill up. So we're just grabbing water for the hike. Okay, and I was trying to keep everything calm and quiet because there's plans still to go for a hike. But I'm sorry about that.
Of course. Do me a favor. You want to go ahead and just take a seat right over here on the curb for me?
And if I was speeding, I'm sorry.
You don't have anything in my pocket or anything like that, do you?
Nope.
All right. And then, do you mind lifting your shirt so I can check your grip? I got turn around for me real quick. Okay. I just want to make sure. That's all, man. Go ahead, do me a favor. Take a seat. All right.
Is it echoing, guys? I turned on my.
Oh, do you have your ID on you?
In your car, if you want to.
Yeah, no, we'll just do this. Just go ahead and take a seat.
I turned on my mic because I wanted to say like,
What's the first name?
he's
Brian. Is that Latin spelling?
Brian. Laun.
And then your last name?
Laun.
Laun.
Drie.
Drie.
Yep.
Laundry. Okay. What's your date of birth, Brian?
he's having like a major adrenaline rush, and it's really bothering me.
I'll say crisscross applesauce. Can I just sit in the shade because I'm bald? That's okay. I'll give you some shade. Sound good?
All right, just hang tight for me. SO229. I need a 29 name and date of birth. First name Brian, layman spellings, last name Laundry, Lima Alpha Uniform, November Delta Romeo India.
I wonder what she's thinking right here.
Bravo Romeo India Alpha November.
And then what? His reaction was to do what?
It's gonna be out of Florida.
He just grabbed you. Did he hit you though? I mean, it's okay if you're saying you hit him. I understand if he hit you, but we want to know if he actually hit you. Because where did he hit you? Don't worry. Be honest. He slapped your face or what? Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. So has he been drinking? Okay. What was up with his driving? I saw said he hit a curb. While you're driving? While he was driving, you were hitting him? Did you already tell him all this?
I didn't get that far into
Okay,
it. She
so
was hyperventilating
she's
a little
saying
bit.
that they don't drink, but at the point when you lit them up,
You don't drink or anything.
She started hitting you.
I was yelling at him, and then when you said no, I said I like kind of punched her arm like this.
that she's saying was like hit the curb. You said it was Gabby? I'm sorry, I really thought it was Gabby.
She sounds miserable.
Sure, meditate stuff. But you tend to have a lot of anxiety and stress.
I have a lot of anxiety.
And what's his name? Is it Brian? Is he usually pretty patient with you?
Yeah, but it just makes me upset. I know that he definitely gets frustrated with me a lot.
That's them muting me.
I'm taking my anxiety and bringing it down.
That's not me.
But my ex-wife, I'm just sharing, I know it's a little personal, but help you understand. We would feed off each other's anxiety and spiral. You know what I mean? And it doesn't matter how much I loved her. Maybe it's bad for your soul. Just saying. I'm not telling you what to do with your life, but if you know you have anxiety, look at the situations you can get in. You know what I mean? And we're not here to be mean to you or anything. Well, you know, there's a first time, and then it usually. We'll go see what Brian's saying, but I think you've heard everything now from.
Quick question. You said you were hitting him in the arm. Did you grab the steering wheel?
No, I didn't.
You did not touch the steering
wheel, but only for like a second because I just saw the lights come on and it was more just like you're an idiot, like you know.
But did you grab the steering wheel and like swerve or anything like
No.
that?
I didn't touch the steering wheel at all.
I'm gonna go ahead and close this door again. Do you have enough air back here, or do you want me to kick it up some more?
Do you have any water?
I will see if I can find some.
Okay, don't worry. Thank you.
You wouldn't have to have any water, would you? Oh yeah. Can I get a bottle?
Did you already give a statement to this officer?
I've got this gentleman here.
Yeah. This gentleman noticed that you had some marks on your neck. Yeah. And she got marks on her too. We're just trying to figure out what all happened. And I know you probably already told the story. This officer is probably going to be the one handling the whole case. You want to listen to what he has to say, and and then you tell him what happened. So if you don't mind.
Start at the beginning for me, Oleg.
Start at the beginning. Well, I don't want to go too far back, but we've been in Beyond Land for the past week or so, traveling around. And the flies here are pretty intense, so the flies have definitely been getting to her. And then my feet are dirty and everything, so I think that our little squabble started because we were hanging out at the coffee shop, and when we got back to the van, there was some dirt and stuff in the van, and I moved our food around. It was a little disorganized, so she gets a little. Sorry about that.
Do you need any water?
That's okay.
It's hot out here.
We were going to get water because we ran out, but it's okay. No, it's all right. I don't like plastic bottles. It's okay. Thank you, though. But we just had a little disagreement there. And the disagreement was just that she was getting a little worked up, and I was saying, "Oh, it's okay. Thank you so much."
It's cool. That's good.
So it was just more of a disagreement, and I just wanted to.
What was the disagreement about?
It was. I wouldn't even call it disagreement. It was just that I'm dirty, and I can't change being dirty. Like I got dirty feet. I got sand in my flip flops and stuff like that. It was that we were at the coffee shop for so long because we were there from 9 to 3. So yeah, there's a few little things, little relationships. I haven't been in a relationship. I'm sure.
I've been married for over 5 years now. So.
There's a lot of little things. Right?
Yeah, I can go.
And we weren't physical before the point where I said, all right, let's just take a breather and like walk away for a minute. I'll lock the van up and I'll go for a walk this way, and you can go walk that way on the block. You know, there's that moon. What is it called? Moonflower? Right, yeah, nice areas. You can go either way. It's all shaded. So let's go for a little walk and breathe and come back. It's pretty, yeah, we're happy with it. But I'm not upset with her. She got worked up and she had a phone in her hand and her keys and everything. And she wanted, not her keys, her rings, rings, phone. And I was holding on to the keys because I didn't want to go anywhere. And my big fear is, I don't have my phone. I don't have my phone. So she goes off without me. All right, I'm on my own. So I was saying, let's just go for a walk. And she was trying to get the keys for me. So I was just going, just wait back up. And that's when she hit me. And I didn't get, I don't want to push you, but I didn't get overtly physical. I was just trying to keep her away. And did not get hit. And then I got really loud, and like that's probably your attention where I was going, back up, get away, just give me.
Okay, so you said you pushed her to create some distance, obviously, right? What happened after that? What got the scratches on your eye?
The phone.
The phone. So you pushed her and she hit you.
She was. It wasn't like a push, and she jumped. I mean, she was already. I don't want to. She was already swinging, and I was. A lot of angles, a lot of nails, a lot of rings.
Yeah, you got 3 scratches in your neck. You got 1 on your left side of your neck. You got 1 in your face here, and you got 4 little bleeding over there. So it's looks like 2 hands.
Do you mind lifting up your right sleeve for me? I'm curious about something.
Oh, it's a little bit of nails. I suppose fingernails, but I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining about
Is it bruised or tender or anything like
No,
that?
no, no. Okay. I'm fine, and I look at it. I hope she doesn't have too many complaints about me. I'm just, I feel bad. I think it's so public. I was just trying to be loud. Listen. I try to make her calm down and be like, look, everyone's watching. And like, stop this.
Thanks, everyone. I got a quick question for you, Ryan. Do you take any medications or anything like that? You don't take any medications or anything like that? Are you normally this kind of like hyper?
Do I see my heart rate up whenever the lights flash on? It gets your heart rate up. Do I see my?
Trust me, it does me too, and I'm the one that it gets me going.
You probably can say, "Hey, buddy," whenever somebody walks up.
So okay. Yeah, do you know if she takes anything?
She's crazy. No, no, I don't. No, none that I know of.
Real fast, can I get your first name?
Gabrielle.
Gabrielle, how do you spell that?
R-I-L-L.
And your last name? B-E-T? Oh, P. I-C-O. You guys both live in Florida, right? Or that's where you guys come from?
My license is Florida right now, but I'm from Florida.
So that's where you have it out of currently. That's okay. I need a 29 or I need a date of birth. First name, Gabrielle. Golf, Alpha, Bravo, Romeo, India, Echo, Lima, Echo. Last name, Petito. Papa, Echo, Tango, India, Charlie, Oscar. It's going to be Florida. We're just kind of hanging tight for a minute. All right.
Florida, yeah, was our last place. Still get down there. Four to five months out. You tier up to 5. What was the determinants? What was the thing that was moving to a new place? We're going to Portland. So her grandmother's best friend lives in Portland. We stayed there. 2 years ago, we did a one-shot movie trip, which we loved. We were in Nissan Sentra, like a tiny little car. So I was like, let's do it better. And it's got a big band, tiny band from it. But I said, let's try to do it a little better. And it's going to be great so far, for sure. But you were going over to Portland, and I don't know if you're probably here from North Familiar. thing? Have you ever heard of that? WWOOFING.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got.
I'm from California originally.
Oh yeah.
So, and part of my job, I dealt with employees that were from all across the United States and Washington, Oregon, California, Nevada, everything you can think of on your left and western. I know most of them.
It's worldwide opportunities on organic farms. So it's like a volunteer work away type of situation where you can work on organic farms. So that's our goal once we get over to Washington. You know, we'll do that from Washington, then down to Oregon, and down to California. What part of California is that?
I'm from a town just outside Sequoia National Park.
If you're going to
be going through there,
we'll get good in the way about doors.
but no, it wasn't too bad at all.
One of those two witnesses, like, reported it. You want me to tell you what he said? Yeah, real quick. You mind hanging with him for a minute? So, he said that he never saw the male strike the female. He saw the male trying to lock her out of the vehicle. She even told us that he was trying to lock her out, told her to go take a walk, so that she was trying to get in. She eventually couldn't get in and actually clawed her way in through the driver's door. He says, I don't understand why she's doing that. Well, I think it's because it was the only door that wasn't locked that she could get through. She's trying to get in over him. He's trying to disengage from her. I guess he hung her backpack on the back probably so she would have her shit. So he didn't have to engage with her. Everything she's saying is the same thing. I haven't heard what he said, but if that's what he said, it's also what the witness is saying. The witness says, I never saw him hit her. I saw him shove her, but I couldn't tell if it was an aggression against her or a defense against her, as far as her, being the aggressor. So at this point, unless the guy's screaming that he needs to go to jail and did something to this girl, it sounds to me like she is the primary aggressor.
Yeah.
Now, the problem with her being the primary aggressor is in an instance of domestic assault, be it a male or be it a female, we shall arrest. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean they have to go to jail. We can do a citation if it meets one of three criterion, which one of them is that we can ensure that they're not going to further risk each other's safety. But the problem with that is they live in the same vehicle.
That's what I was going to say. The other part of it is
there was actually an injury too to the victim, which is him.
Right, and I'm getting conflicting stories about why they hit the curb up here.
What did he say? Why he hit the curb?
Well, I watched. This is what I saw first. Saw him cross the double yellow. I was doing 42 miles an hour. I was, I don't know, probably 2 car lengths behind him, tapping my wheels at him, trying to get his attention. They knew I was behind him. And then after he crossed the double yellow, he merged over into the right lane, and then out of nowhere, just boom, hit the curb.
So did he tell you why?
He said that she grabbed the wheel and turned it real hard. She said that she was hitting him in the arm. So
sounds legit. I mean, I'm sure if I'm driving and my arm's on the wheel and I'm getting hit in the arm, I'm probably pulling out the wheel.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it was a little of both. And usually the truth is somewhere between. He's probably trying not to say that he hit her because he probably doesn't want her charged with assault, domestic assault. He probably would rather say she pulled the wheel than hit him. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, fortunately for her, we cannot treat, just because he's bigger and stronger, and even if he's not willing to press charges, we can't treat this differently than if it was a male on female violence. And we're going to have to charge her. And we can do a citation if there's some arrangement that can be made to separate them. And then we have to let them know that there's no contact order in effect. And we have to let him know the only way to drop it is going to the police department during business hours and fill out a waiver, which, by the way, what's today? Thursday? So it won't be till tomorrow. I know they're till noon, I think. Yeah. Which I'm sure he's going to want to drop it.
Well, the other part of it is they said that they've been on 4 or 5 months that they've been living out of this van together.
So this is really bad news. Let's talk to him first. Ryan?
Yeah.
Did you ask him yet to take pictures?
No, I haven't done any of that yet.
Ryan, unfortunately, in the state of Utah, we don't have discretion on some things. Like, for example, if I pull you over for speeding and I want to give you a warning, I can do that because it's under Class A, it's Class B or under. If I want to give you warnings for all kinds of stuff, I can. But there's a few things I can't. Like, when I say I, please, I'm not in charge of anything. One of the things that the state legislature doesn't give us discretion on is charges when it comes to domestic assault. And it sounds like you guys are living together. So you meet the
a statute for domestic partners, and you do have injury, and both an independent witness, probably the next one we're going to talk to as well, which we haven't talked to yet, but the one we did talk to, and your own companion have made it clear that she was the primary aggressor and that she was striking you and you just received injuries. You have admitted to striking her. She has not admitted to striking her. The witness did not see you strike her. So at this point, you're the victim of a domestic assault. That even if you didn't want to pursue this, we don't have a choice. The best thing we can do to not, the law says we have to charge her. Doesn't say we have to put her in jail. Okay, but it also says we have to separate her in no contact order, and we have to put her in jail if we cannot separate. And there's no problem here. She doesn't want to afford to live in the bad together. How are we supposed to separate her? Now, I don't want to take this small 21 issue. With a 22-year-old blonde hair, you could definitely defend yourself against, but at the same time, we can't say because you're a male and she's a female, we can't treat this different than if you were the male hitting her. We got to treat it the same. Yeah, no. So she's kind of in a tough spot. So let's have an idea about how she can not go to jail and be separated. You have friends in town, somewhere she can stay. Tomorrow, if you want to, it's up to you. You can go to jail. You can't because we don't have to charge you. Now, tomorrow, if you wanted to be with her again tomorrow, take your break in. If you want to be with her again tomorrow, it's after 5, so office is closed. So you can go to the police department and fill out a waiver to drop the no contact order so you guys can still be together. But she's going to have a court date online. So she's going to have to show up for a court date online and answer. The prosecutor might drop it. They might say, for example, if you're not willing to pursue it, that's your decision. I was going to say, it definitely is. I'm not going to pursue anything. She's my fiance. I love her. She's so much problem. I'm sorry that I had to get so public. So I just want to get like the checklist of things I got to do to get rid of it. So if you don't back, well, she'll get a paper with a court date. How do I get rid of it? Well, the court date has to be attended in order for them to decide whether they need to continue or drop it. First, it's an initial appearance to say, are you who we think you are? Yes. First, do you understand the charges from brought against you? Yes or no? Yes or no, the answer. Do you have an attorney? Yes or no, do you need one? And then from there, she can ask to speak to the prosecutor. The prosecutor might be contacting you and say, hey man, I see 110 pounds soaking wet and you're a big strong guy, and you understand you're not even wanting to pursue this, but the cops have to call the statute. How you're like, what word, and the instance of you of justice for you as a victim, what do you think? And they can decide to still prosecute, or they can decide to drop it, or they can decide to give her a plea and make it have to go away if she behaves somehow. But that still does not eliminate the first court appearance. But she has to attend, which thankfully for you guys is going to be online. You don't have to. So if you're out of town, here's the thing: if you're out of town and she doesn't come into a court appearance online, they can suspend her driver's license, they can issue a warrant for her. So she needs to play ball. Yeah. Does that make sense? Yeah. And remember, her team, me and her and her team. I'm sorry about all this. I apologize again. But so she's got her online court date. She's acknowledges her, and then she's got the one for the. Well, there's automatically right now there's something called a no contact order in place. Yeah, from this point forward until tomorrow, if you wish to drop it, you have to go to the 217 East Center Street, Long City Police Department. I got all the papers. And you have to ask them if you want to fill out a waiver, so you're requesting a waiving of the contact order, no contact order. No contact order means she cannot come into contact with you, she cannot talk to you, she cannot text you, she cannot go on any premises to occupy, she cannot go to your people. And until you drop that, or until a court date, if you don't drop it, it's in effect until midnight on day 4. And then that gives you time to get protection order, a long-term one if you feel like you need one. It sounds like you don't even want this one. So tomorrow, they open at 8. You can go to the police department, you can go on the waiver, they can remove it, and you can say, hey, babe, where you at? Let's pick you up. Pick her up. Now, we're hoping not to put her in jail, but if she doesn't have somewhere to go tonight, be separate from you, then that gives us right now because it's separation, right?
Yeah. So tell me this. Do you guys have enough money for like a hotel room or anything like that? Because what we could do is we'd cite her for this, and then I'd give her a ride over to whatever hotel you guys is choosing. And on your way to go pick her up, you stop over there at the PD, sign the paperwork that they're requesting, and then you can go pick her up quite literally within minutes.
Unless you know someone else in town that's a friend, you can stay with.
You know, unfortunately not. I don't. I guess that.
Man, I sure hate to. I don't want her to go to jail.
Well, if she goes to jail,
it's like that goes down somewhere. Instead of going to the hotel, right? If you get a citation,
So she goes to jail, they will book her. They'll take her fingerprints. Yeah. Go on the criminal history, and then if they don't convict her, then it will just show that it was dismissed. It'll show by criminal history, but the charge was dismissed. If she's found guilty, it'll show up that she's guilty. But the charge itself will show up on her criminal history until she gets expunged. Now, even if we give her a ticket, we're still going to take a fingerprint, and it's still going to show up. Either way, it's still going to show up. There's no way around a Class A. Or is this Class B? This is Class B. So they do require fingerprint on it. Yeah. Okay, so the other part is if you contact her or she contacts you, she can be charged with a Class A. Well, which is a little bit different, but it doesn't cost. If you were to contact her and she responds to you, then she can get a new charge for violating the contact. No contact order doesn't restrict you, it restricts her. So if you go talk to her and you find out and you're not in trouble, she'll be in trouble. So if you're interested.
that all makes sense. No, I'm getting it all.
It's a lot. Really quickly.
No, yeah, I'm getting it all. I'm just trying to figure out a way.
You don't know anyone in town? You guys been around long?
No, I don't know anyone in town. If you went,
I don't think CK will take it with the aggressor. No. There's a wing shelter.
I'm curious.
You can find out. Say, so now where to go.
if you did the citation, like say she drove off and then she could drive off in the spot.
We could give you a ride somewhere.
Then I got my backpack. It's up for you.
I got my backpack. You can spend the night. You want to drive me to Delicate Art?
Does she have a good driver's license?
This is gonna get you this license. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you vehicle, yeah, she can. Well, then you kind of be homeless for the night.
And man, I can't talk to her at all. Well, and I've got to do the thing, so I can't go camping.
You can tell her what it is that she needs to do to get through all this, and then let her know what the plan is.
Here's the problem, though. If we take you up to Delicate Arch, you're going to be hoofing it from Delicate Arch all the way down to Moab Center Street so that you fill out that paperwork. Because if you're not there by noon tomorrow, you're going to be looking at Monday morning.
It's early on Friday.
Yeah. You'd be looking at Monday morning before you could actually see her again.
Again, we're not trying to make your life hard. This is written statute. There's nothing to figure out about it. It's designed to protect victims of domestic assault. Not everybody's the same. This is different than normal, but we have to treat everything the same. That's how it is.
You can't afford a hotel.
Well, all right. Good. Very little money we have for sure.
You want me to? I'll call CK then.
See if CK will take it for the night.
I'll see if they'll take either one of them, because then we can figure it out.
This is the way we take me. Oh. Actually, CK will take him as a victim of domestic assault. CK will take him, and they'll help you tomorrow.
And you're like a block and a half away from the beach.
Let's see if CK will take him, because they actually put up, they didn't take the guy, but they got a hotel for a guy last time.
Yeah, I'll do that.
CK might get you a hotel. Now, what she does,
I'm happy sleeping outside in the sleeping bag.
No,
I don't know.
I think CK will get you a hotel. If you want her to have the van, we don't care. It's up to you. But
Yes, this is Officer Robbins with Oklahoma City Police Department. How you doing this afternoon? Oh, not too bad, not too bad. So I just did a domestic, and the male is going to be our victim. Is there any way that you can help us set him up with a place to stay tonight? Okay. 1099. Yeah. Yes, please. Thank you. Bye. All right. So the after hours guy isn't there at their office right now. He's going to run from his house over there, and we're going to get you all lined up. Don't worry about it. This is the phone call that they wait on. So don't feel like you are making anybody do anything extra. So we're trying to make this as easy as possible. We're not wanting to take her and book her or anything like that.
I really appreciate it.
And I know how rough this stuff can be. Like I said, I've been doing it for 5.5 years. Believe me, if I were to say that me and my wife haven't had our share of spouts, I'd be lying to you. She lives with anxiety. I live with her.
Both of us are really.
I know. Her anxiety elevates my anxiety. And sometimes
that's why I'm like, I
sometimes
gotta walk away. I gotta breathe. Just and look in the back car. He's even then. You know, but
I'm not going to try to sit here and give you like
no,
my advice.
yeah.
You've been on this road for almost as long as what I have. There's nothing I can tell you that's going to really make a difference. But at the end of the day, I'm sorry that this has happened. I'm sorry that it went to this extent.
No. I'm sorry. I'm can I get my key and make my little bag? If you can drive me somewhere.
Yeah.
Is that all right?
Would you mind watching for me? Yeah. Just if you don't mind doing it from over here, we don't want you to get hit in the road.
Okay.
So.
The witnesses say it was positive, like a slap. And you say you slapped him, I don't have anyone saying he actually punched you aggressively. It sounds like it was shoving in a manner that was probably more consistent with trying to make you win the man or to get space from you, not to slap the face. So if the tables were turned and he was beating on you and you were shoving him, of course we're going to look at it like, oh, of course you're defending yourself away from the guy. But we're kind of looking at the same way with him. We have to take both care. You have to be bigger male and be small female. The law doesn't say, hey, Officer Crown, Officer Robbins, you can treat people different based on gender and essentially you can. Even if it makes no sense. You probably could not destroy this man.
This is Officer Robbins. Hey, how's it going? That's fine. I'm still going to be here for a few minutes dealing with this, so we have almost as much time as you need. So his name's going to be Brian, Brian. Last name Laundrie is Laundrie. In Laundrie? Yeah, well, it's not Y, it's IE at the end. Yes. So they were at Moonflower, the organic grocery store down the street from you guys, and they got into a heated argument. Both of them were saying it was over petty stuff. He told her to take a walk so that she could cool off. She refused, broke into the car after he walked her out of it. She started trying to slap and scratch him. He pushed her away. They both got in the vehicle, took off, and I found them out here next to me. No. Well, we are charging her with domestic assault. So there's going to be a protection order set in place between the two of them until he's able to get over to the PD tomorrow, because he doesn't want to pursue it, but I don't have a choice in this, as I'm sure you are well aware. So he's going to be wanting to go over to the PD first thing tomorrow morning as they open up to get the protective order removed. But that doesn't fix tonight. Yeah. Sorry about that. Go ahead. Yes, they both have Florida licenses. Of course. Right. Well, the other part of it is we don't think it's very likely, but with her as the suspect in this, would you be able to put her up for the night? Okay. I had to make sure I at least asked. It's better safe than sorry. So I didn't know if that would make your life any easier or any tougher on you. So. Awesome. And if it's easier for you to just send me a text with a location, that works just as fine too. All right, it sounds like fun. Thank you. What did you say your name was again? Peter Phillip? Phil. Okay. All righty, Phil. Talk to you later. Hey, Brian. Can I take 2 minutes of your time real quick back here? So, because there was an assault that took place and you were obviously showing signs of the strike, do you mind if I take pictures of the injuries that you sustained? I know it's not super severe. I mean, you want me to call? I mean, I can call you in minutes if you want me to. You don't seem like you want to go that far. If you want to take a photo, you can take a photo. Yeah, I need to take pictures for my evidence because otherwise it's going to be your say, let's say, my say, and the court's going, oh. So I have to do this part of it, all right? So it's just going to be a couple of pictures.
Like your phone, do you know where it is? Yeah, but that's coming from.
Yeah, just go ahead.
Tell me if you don't mind being present.
Oh yeah, you get it. It's in a spot.
Why not go with you? Where are we going?
Right face. Yeah. One of his ring fingers, I think, has got a scratch on it. And then you saw her later.
Yeah, I saw the videos. Well, I was trying to build some consistency between the stories. And then let me see your hand. Is that? Let me get your hand. That one. That okay? We'll go. All right. Could have been a call. Or could have been a. I know you said this is from a wire, but I'm going to take a picture of it just in case I'll document that you're saying that's from a wire, not from her. It's just I want to document everything. You know? And then your right arm. Do you have anything on the other arm, on your back, chest, anything like that? Let me get your neck real quick as well. You want to kind of tilt your head off to the right and look up this way? And then look up. I don't know. Yeah. And then this is just for precautions. You mind lifting your shirt for me? We can go back here if you want some privacy. I want to, like I said, I want to do a very thorough job. I want to make sure that you don't have any additional injuries. You don't need to know that.
I don't know how hot. I'm good.
You mind here? Put your collar down for me a little bit. On the other side. So I talked to my contact over there at ZP. People that can help with hotel rooms and stuff like that are out of the office. I'm just playing phone tag with them. A couple people trying to get all lined up because certain people have access to the corporate card. He doesn't. So we're trying to get everything lined up. This is going to take us a few minutes to get that lined up, get her cited and stuff like that. Like I said, we're going to be handing her a piece of paper that has books on it, date, stuff like that, and she'll be able to give you all that information. Okay? So, you want to hang tight? Well, yeah. You want to go ahead and finish getting your stuff?
Yeah.
Find out on here.
She's got her cell phone. She's called her parents just to feel better. She doesn't want to not be with them tonight.
There's no choice in the matter.
Yeah.
So
that's the smallest supervisor, at least that's what he said.
Right. Right. She went to smack him. He's got a swollen right eye, scratches. So we gotta go find it. Was it intent and attempt or intent or attempt? So if I attempt, all right. Right. The only way you know is by asking. Right. Gabby, this is a very, very important question. How you answer this question is going to determine what happens next. But the only person who can answer this question is you. Think very hard before you answer the question. Do not quickly answer. Think very hard. When you slapped him those times, were you attempting to cause him physical pain or physical impairment? Was that what you were attempting to do? What were you attempting to do? What was the reason behind the slapping and stuff? What was it you were attempting to accomplish by slapping?
I was trying to get him to stop telling me something.
It doesn't sound to me like she attempted to injure him. It's your call. It's 100% your call. I support you either way. I'll let you get back to your parents, okay? You would say that she openly admitted to me earlier that she was striking him in the arm. Or he said that she was striking him in the arm. He said she was. and that's what caused him to hit the curb. She said that she got hurt. I might have this too much stuff. Probably.
She said that too, but she started distracting him by hitting him, and then he probably looked at her, and that's why the mark found the window seat. And she said it was her fault because she was distracted by him. But she said she didn't try to hurt him, it wasn't malicious. She thought that he wasn't listening to her.
So assault is an attempt with unlawful force or violence to do bodily injury to another. The code for bodily injury, the definition says, bodily injury is infliction of pain or physical impairment or illness. So you can go this now. I'm recording, and society and the judges and everyone can judge me for this. I am looking at a 110-pound female and her fiance who have no means to be separated. He doesn't want to pursue it. She's not a threat to him, more than slight abrasions from her fingernails. I don't care if we use the actual letter of the law to not charge, but I also don't care because it literally does possibly make perfect sense to go full on domestic assault and do the whole thing. This is your opportunity to make the decision. Let's. Go ahead. You got this?
I'm making this decision. I'm going to side him. I'm going to go follow her the first.
Would you feel more comfortable handling that guy?
Yeah.
Go handle that guy.
Go handle that guy.
If you're more comfortable.
Well, it's 6 one way, half dozen the other.
It's up to you.
I mean, it's a headache whether I go left or it's a headache whether I go
Look,
right.
another option is to not charge them but separate them for the night. If they find themselves together again, what is it to you? You separate them. You provided for his safety. If he doesn't have enough sense to stay away and you got him separated, it's on him.
We can't do this anymore.
You can separate him and say, don't let this go off till tomorrow. If they don't let it go off and we hear about it, we'll hear about it.
We're camping in the park tonight. We're looking at.
And if there's some fighting going on, you already was Mr. Nice Guy. You already gave him a chance. What you can't do by law is separate someone and say, if we hear from them again, we're going to arrest them. Because then if one of them really needs help, they may not call police and get help. The law says you cannot, literally, you may not say, we get more problems with you guys tonight. One of you's going to, we can't threaten like that. Right. It's true because if it stops, you want to call the police to get help. Does that make sense? Right. So go full or nothing or in between and separate them and kind of give them the nod, the wink, like, hey, just stay separate. It's up to you. I'm going to go handle that. You got very capable help with you here, and I trust you.
I will. All right, now. So we're still going to be going through. I do need some things from you. Do you mind if I get a picture of your driver's license?
Yeah. I was thinking it was in parts like that. This is me. I know this man has hair.
You said that this is still your mailing address, right?
Mm-hmm.
So right away. All right, and then Ryan, what did you call number?
Thank you guys for helping us.
Oh yeah, no problem. Have a good day. My phone number?
All right, there we go. Can I get your phone number?
It should just be in like Zion.
Okay, do you have any problems with me taking a picture of it? I have to have IDs and stuff like that for my investigation. Here. So, this is what I'm going to do. I've decided I am not going to cite you for domestic violence battery, okay? It was only going to be a Class B misdemeanor. However, the domestic violence portion of it enhances it. Makes life a major pain in the butt, especially you're 22, right? So I'm choosing not to cite you today. So you are not going to be charged with it. All right? But this is what I do have to do. I am separating between you tonight. Okay? I want you guys both to be tonight away from each other, relax, breathe, crying, because there's no reason to be crying now, okay? I understand that this can feel like it's a nightmare, but you're coming out as the golden flower on top of it, okay? So, you're going to be taking the van tonight, and you're going to go somewhere else. I am going to get him lined up with a hotel room tonight. I want you guys to stay away from each other. For both of you guys' sake. From what you told me and what he told me, you guys have a bunch of little things that are building up, and finally the little string that you guys were tight walking on the road tonight. Does that sound about right? So I just want everybody to breathe, get a chance away from each other, go eat a meal, talk to your parents, whatever it is you got to do.
In here? Yeah.
Just totally sorry. So, like I said, that's what I'm going to be doing tonight. Hold on. This is Officer Robbins. Oh. Perfect. Awesome. Thank you, Phil. Is this your cell phone that I called? Okay. Okay. Well, go ahead and save my number into that phone, and I'll save your number, this number, into my phone. That way I can contact the on duty after hours person. So, because I literally had to Google it. So, perfect. Thank you, Phil. I appreciate your time. All right. So, I've got him a hotel room tonight. So, here in just a minute, I have to keep you guys separated. For right now, don't contact each other or don't wave at him. Okay? Do you want me to say anything to him? Because I can do that for you. You want me to let him know that you love him and that you'll see him tomorrow and stuff like that? I can do that for you.
Make sure that the phone charger, that will be good.
I'll He's bad about that too. Okay, I'll make sure that he has a phone charger. Okay. And if I have anything else, please keep your cell phone on so I can call you if I have any questions. All right. All right. So just kind of sit tight for me real fast. And I'm going to for you. All right, Brian. A couple things. Couple things. One, I got your hotel room.
Thank you.
All right.
Outside.
So
I like outside.
Number two, and this is probably the biggest one. She claims that she did not have intent to hurt you when she was slapping at you. So technically speaking, it does not fit the letter of the code. So I am not going to be charging her with DV. Exactly. So this is what I am going to do, however. I'm not going to release you guys together. I want you guys to stay away from each other tonight. Okay? She's agreed to it. Take some time for yourselves. You guys both have the exact same story as to what led up to the incident. So, taking some time tonight, specifically, taking tonight away from each other is going to be the major breaker in all of this. I think that will help you guys, especially tomorrow when you guys meet up. So, she does have a couple of messages for you. One, she said she loved you. She's looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Two, don't forget to cell phone charger.
Yeah, good. He watched me fumble around the entire 3 laps on the car. Find one.
Yeah, find one. Okay. The other thing is I don't want you guys to contact each other.
No,
okay, unless
when he said that she can text me or whatever, I was going to send her a message. Please don't message me, but I love you. But yeah,
but tonight,
don't do anything. Yeah.
She's passing on her love and saying goodnight and stuff like that. All that and the stuff that I do to my wife too. Okay, so
I appreciate it.
Just so don't. Just try to not contact each other unless, like I said, first chattering, something happens, you guys have to jump in the car right now and drive back and forth if something happens there. That kind of circumstance. There you go. Exactly. Other than that, just have a meal by yourself, catch your breath. You're going to be in a hotel room watching TV. It's probably going to be months since you actually got to sit down, relax, and some air conditioning and watch TV. So take some time for you guys to take a shower. Man. You got to change the clothes. You got some Tony's in there, right? All right, good. Because they're going to have everything that you need to ship, all that good stuff. All right. Our main concern is make sure that you have cell phone chargers so you guys can get it. Okay. I really appreciate. So I am going to walk her over here to the car. Okay. And if you'll just go stand over here in front of this pickup real quick, we'll get her out of here and I'll be right over here. All righty. You right here. Absolutely. All righty, Gabrielle. You want to step out for me? As you can see, I have keys in my hand, which is good. Okay. So, something that I do that I emphasize to him, and I don't know if I emphasize to you or not. Don't touch each other tonight. He wants to pass on the same message you passed to him. He's really looking forward to talking to you again. But I told him and you, unless there's earth-shattering emergency news, don't text tonight. Okay. Even with the good nights, I love you. He's saying good night now. He's saying he loves you now, and you guys can talk tomorrow morning. Okay. He's gonna go to the hotel. I'm gonna give you the keys to the van. I'm gonna get you home. All righty. So here's that. I'm giving him a ride over to the hotel. Okay. So everything's gonna be okay.
Will it be a far drive for me to get him in the morning? I'm just curious.
I'm not gonna tell you where he's gonna be at tonight.
I know.
Like I said, I want you guys to be separated. But I can tell you this.
I just don't usually drive the van, so I just want to make sure it's not like far away.
No. It's
Okay.
It's basically from here to Moonflower. Okay. It's not far at all. So let's get you in the van. Let's get you on your way. All righty. You want that Gatorade, by the way?
Okay.
You got enough water? Also, something I want you to know. Here, stand over here real fast for me. If you go over to City Market, they have a list of places where you can get yourself a shower for like $4 or $5, something like that. They're pretty cheap. A place where you can shower, decompress, de-stress a little bit. Alrighty.
Yeah, I just showered yesterday at one of those.
Well, you didn't have today happen yesterday, so it does my wife wonders. So when she gets stressed out, it's like, get in the shower. Get in the shower.
Really relaxing.
Go take a shower, relax, take some time for yourself. And like I said, don't text each other tonight. Text each other tomorrow morning after your eyes open up and you're fully awake and your morning routine, okay? All right, Gabby. You have a good night, okay? All right, all right. Ready for a ride? My door's open. Just climb in the back seat for me. Yeah, you can put your backpack back there too. I appreciate it. Sorry about that approach. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. It's all right. It was an interesting call. So, thanks, man. Daniel, by the way, I didn't formally introduce myself. I'm Daniel. I'm 59. So if you hear that, you know who you are. Ryan. See, I hear you guys all the time. So that's his first thing I did. It's nice meeting you guys. We'll see that. What's that? You like it?
I was wondering if you get to play your own personal music in the
Heck yeah, dude. I got my own phone hooked up to this thing. Yeah. Hey, man, it's not too hard to go a few hours without having anything interesting happen or anything to get the old blood pumping real good. You know what I mean? So.
I stuck my hand just because I didn't want to scare you when you pulled over.
Oh, no. That wasn't a traditional stop, to say the least. So don't feel bad. SO2T9. Didn't already know. She did want to pass on her good nights and loves yous and stuff like that. Okay. And she understands that I didn't tell her where you're staying because, like I said, I'm trying to keep you guys away from each other for tonight. Say that again?
Where did you say I was going?
I just told her that you were going to a hotel. Okay. So, like I said, it's my request, not legally obligated to hold to it, but I want you guys to take some time away from each other because it will make a world of difference. Oh, you're not in any trouble? You got handcuffs on? I didn't tell you that I'm taking you to jail. No, I told you I'm taking you to the hotel. So, like I said, my main concern, I told her to go take a shower like I told you to, because she seems a lot like my wife. And things that really works for my wife is when she gets stressed out to go take a long hot shower. So I gave her a place to go where she can get a hotel room, or not a hotel room, but get a shower tonight for like $4 or $5, really cheap. So no problem.
They do work on her too.
Well, I've got quite a few. Like I said, my wife has really, really bad anxiety, and she takes medication for it daily. And sometimes it's just not enough. Sometimes it builds up and it happens. I mean,
I felt like if I took the medication, I'd like put myself off balance and be more anxious. That's why part of my anxiety.
well, I will say this. When my wife got put on the medication, within a week, I saw a complete turnaround in her attitude, her demeanor. I mean, she wasn't nearly as aggressive or angry or anything like that. It was a considerable difference in her day-to-day life. It made her quality of life better even. You know what I mean?
No, I know you said.
And it's made my quality of life a lot better too, because I don't have her being as stressed. I know that 5.5 years of marriage, I know it's not very long, but at the same time, you learn a lot in the first 5 years. How long you guys been together?
I would say, well, we've known each other since the start of high school. But in our relationship, it's been 3.
Wow.
Definitely the 5 months of travel together. A bit like a dream, but also like right on top.
I used to drive a truck.
What's that?
I used to be a commercial motor vehicle driver, you know, the big trucks.
Oh,
and I took my wife with me, and we would easily spend a couple months on end without going home or anything like that, being cooped up in a little 8x8 cage is what I called it, because you didn't have any time to yourself, so to speak. You didn't have time to, you're going through Arizona. You can't just turn off the road and go see the Grand Canyon or anything like that. So, well, that was one of the major advantages of having her with me, was I could say, hey, I'm hungry. Can you get me something to eat? She was able, because I was driving and she wasn't, she was able to go back, get into the cooler, make us lunch or whatever, So there was that as an advantage.
Everything that's better to do somewhere I always go. I think you're wrong. I think it's not better. It makes life easier.
Yeah.
Have you been in this area all the time?
I've lived here, I'm just shy of 2 years living out here, but my grandfather's lived out here for like 40. So I've been through here a couple of times. But, growing up in California, have you ever been there?
Yeah. 2 years ago, we did a cross-country trip, and
I love driving the one. I absolutely love it. But
we're really looking forward to getting back there. It's beautiful here, but there's a different looking on the forest. Come from like New York and the Appalachian Trail.
Yeah.
All trees and waterfalls and rivers. And you come here and it's all.
Well, if you take the 80 across to get into California, takes you up over Donner Pass and into Sacramento. It's not any different at all. But you said you're going to be going up to Oregon to see her grandmother or her grandmother's friend. So you'll probably be coming down the 5. You won't be able to tell the difference between California and Oregon up there, except for the fact that there's going to be a sign that says "Welcome to California." But at the same time, since you're going to be coming from the east side of Oregon, you're going to be driving through Oregon and going, there's no difference between Utah. It's actually desert in the southeast corner of Oregon. It's a lot of high desert atmosphere like what this is. It's not the Red Rock or anything like that, but it's just, there's nothing out there for 120 miles, it seems like. Parks? Look, if you don't hit Sequoia National Park while you're in California, you are doing yourself a disservice. If you don't go and see Yosemite while you're in California, you're doing yourself a disservice.
I regret not being there. I only stayed there for 3 nights.
It's like coming to Utah. You come here with the intention of 1 or 2 days, and then it turns into a week, and you're like, well, what happened to the time? Yeah, trust me, I get it.
Building the van was so great because the Nissan Century, if you tried to camp out somewhere, you can't sleep over Walmart type situations.
Yeah.
Now it's all land, and it's
wherever you want.
Watching shooting stars as we go to bed.
But yeah, sorry, my radio was going off. But no, Sequoia National Park, there is nothing like it. Got to see the General Sherman tree. You got to go and see Morro Rock and climb to the top. If you like hiking, it's about a 1.5 mile hike. Well worth it. Got to do it. It's really, really cheap for their tent sites up there. Do you have a National Park Service pass? Perfect.
I think it's the dream. It's $90 or $80 once. And it's like you go to 3 parks and already pays for it. Like 15.
Exactly. Well, the other thing of it is with that drive, if you go through Yosemite, you'll drop down into Fresno and then you'll turn off to go to Kings Canyon National Park. If you drive through Kings Canyon National Park, the road literally takes you through to Sequoia National Park. And the Kings Canyon is actually bigger than the Grand Canyon. Yeah, I'm dead serious. And it is a sight to behold. I'll tell you what. And then it takes you straight into Sequoias. And then when you get into, I think they call it Sierra Highway still up there, but you'll take that down and you'll pop up into a town called Three Rivers. It's where I'm from. Yep.
So it wasn't terribly far.
My house, I think the furthest I lived away from it was like 12 miles from the entrance. I just hope you don't get motion sickness because it's I think I counted it out to like 32 hairpin turns, and it's about 25 miles an hour the whole way up and down. It's very, very slow. It takes about an hour to travel that 30 miles, 35 miles, whatever it is, but it's worth it.
I grew up in Queens, Forest Hills, and then I bounced around over here to all this, but being in New York, you kind of not get to like the mountains.
Yeah. All right, we're here.
And now you see that I didn't have to file anything.
We got.
And I think that's the end of it, folks. I'm going to play one more video if you want to stick around. Her godmother spoke up.
We're going to come in here and we're going to kind of talk to Tyson.
And I think that's the end of it, folks. I'm going to play one more.
Tyson? Yeah. Officer Robbins still called for me.
He did, yes.
This is Brian Mondry.
Alrighty.
So he's going to get you all set up with your hotel room, and he's going to take care of it from here.
All right. Well,
All right.
so
And like I said, just remember my requests. I think it'll make a big difference in you guys' next couple of weeks.
I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for everything.
No problem. It's nice to meet you, Brian.
Nice to meet you.
Have a good one.
Oh, so sorry.
Everybody mark my words right now. The Yosemite thing is huge. Her last text message to her mom said, "No service in Yosemite." They were supposed to be going to Yellowstone. She told people on Snapchat that she was in Yellowstone, I believe. But they were supposed to be going to Yellowstone anyhow. He literally just sat there and told him exactly how to get to Sequoia National Park and how to get to Yosemite National Park. And this guy was listening so intently. What if they rerouted? Like her mom said, one of the things that that made her unsure, was that her daughter was going on a road trip. But the thing that made her feel sure was that she was with her boyfriend and they were together, and also that they had an itinerary. They did have an itinerary, which was actually pretty scheduled. Why would they be going to Yosemite and changing it up all of a sudden? Nat, you ready to go to Yosemite? Ugh. This is that whole conversation right there at the end with him just being like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't even know if he was saying yeah, yeah, but he was. Gosh. Where's Gabby? Where did he leave her? God, that was my recording from earlier. I am so corny. Why do you guys even like me? Oh my god. I do have to go, unfortunately. But thank you all for being here. I didn't think I was going to watch the body cam all over again, but I'm glad that happened. I really probably am going to keep watching it the rest of the day unless there's something else released. No, Diva Child, that was my live from earlier. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We will talk later about the Yosemite thing. Keep looking. If you find anything, email me, amandasvida@gmail.com, or you can leave me a comment, or you can find me on Facebook, Amanda's Vida. It's Amanda S and then Vida, like spelled here. But if you find anything, send it to me, even if you think I've already seen it. Sometimes I haven't. Thanks, guys. I'll see you later. You guys are amazing. Best chat ever.